Finally, the Gamescom opening night. Let's see what Geoff has for us.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Welcome back, Geoff. Dorito Pope is in the house. Kidding. By now, he should be over it. Although, would be nice to have a throwback. All right, Geoff, what do you have for us at this Gamescom?
Guten Abend, Gamescom!
Oh, he did say that he wanted to say something in German.
Everyone watching around the world, this is opening night live from beautiful Cologne, Germany, and we have our biggest live audience of fans ever here at Cologne Messe. Over 5,000 people together as a community to celebrate our love of games, and of course, millions of you watching online around the world. Welcome. We have gathered for the grand kickoff to Gamescom, the world's biggest in-person video game event, and this is our 6th opening night live.
Great.
Now tonight, for the first time, we have a live sign language stream of O&L.
Really?
To make the show even more accessible. Thank you to Kaborski, who's signing the show right now. Thank you, Kaborski.
Well, hopefully she can keep up.
Now, while the game industry certainly has faced challenges this year, I know that O&L will get you excited about what's to come later this year and in 2025 and beyond. Now, over the next 2 hours...
2 hours! God damn it, that's a lot to edit.
Including, yes, some new game announcements you're not expecting, and some surprises, so get ready. From Monster Hunter to Indiana Jones, Dune to Civilization, Call of Duty to Marvel Rivals, the most anticipated games will be on stage tonight because they wanted to be here with you guys at Gamescom, and I am so honored and grateful to have the opportunity to present these games to you.
Good to know. But some of these we already knew about, and I'm very skeptical about some of them, especially Call of Duty.
So Gamescom, sind Sie bereit for the world premiere?
I'm surprised he actually said that.
I tried it. All right, here's our first world premiere, a brand new game announcement. This one hasn't leaked, and it's exclusive right here at O&L.
Really, it hasn't leaked? Well, let's see. Not actual gameplay, get the hell out of here. And of course it's by 2K. Why every time they do a goddamn trailer, they have to say, not actual gameplay? And then I see Gearbox. I'm going to take an assumption that this is Borderlands, because there can't be any other explanation other than Borderlands. This has to be a new Borderlands title. Just put it on the screen. Put the title. This would be great timing to make up for the movie, unless this is an entirely new title. So much property damage. What's that? Is that a mask? It looks like a mask. But whose mask? I knew it! I called it! I fucking called it. I knew it. Well, thankfully I got the other entries, but I have yet to do full streams of them. Oh, that's another one to add. Interesting.
There you go. All right, that's right. Borderlands 4 is coming in 2025. Next up, October 25th marks the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. To debut an extended look at the campaign gameplay, please welcome John Zuck and Catherine Anderson from Raven Software.
Well, you see, I haven't started the other Call of Duty games, unfortunately, and they also need to be fixed because of security vulnerabilities. Fix it, Activision, damn it.
Black Ops returns with an epic story and signature blockbuster action where players question everything.
I'm still questioning everything.
It features an all-new campaign with 16 new multiplayer maps.
16?
With the return of classic prestige and theater mode. And 2 brand new zombies experiences on day 1.
Interesting.
You'll see live MP, zombies, and Warzone gameplay at the Call of Duty Next event on August 28th.
Okay then.
And starting on August 30th, you'll be able to join the MP open beta to try out the brand new Omni movement system for yourself.
I would, but I'm skeptical.
We're here representing the Raven, leading the campaign in partnership with Treyarch.
Okay, tell us more.
The Black Ops 6 campaign is set in the early 90s, a time of global turmoil and uncertainty as the Cold War comes to an end. You're joined by legendary characters Frank Wood, the grizzled vet, and Russell Adler, the ultimate wild card. Together with new allies Troy Marshall and Jane Harrow, and unbound by normal rules of engagement, you'll unravel a mind-bending conspiracy.
What conspiracy?
In the mission we're about to show you, our rogue team has targeted a senator attending a political fundraiser in order to gain access to a top-secret black site underneath Washington, D.C.
Not a surprise.
This is Most Wanted.
That's one hell of a title. Doesn't sound too surprising why it's called that.
So we're gonna show up to this fundraiser, get what we need from the senator, then grab Adler from the black site before anyone knows what's happening.
Yeah, we'll see how that shit plays out.
Camera actually works.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
Let's just hope Sav and Case can get the retinal scan.
Senator's on stage now. Use your camera to get a better look. The senator isn't giving interviews tonight, and he doesn't go anywhere without his security detail. I've marked a few leads that could help get you close enough to do the retinal scan. Take your pick.
I got it on good authority that the senator stole some sensitive information from the people I work for.
Don't they always?
Blackmailing a senator with sex tape.
Uh-oh. Sexy time before the internet? Uh-oh.
I've cleaned up another of your messes.
Lee Grisham, head of security for All Drain Energy.
Grisham might be our way to McKenna.
Wonderful. Quick time events. James Bond would have done this whole thing differently. You could have done it a little differently by just holding his eyes open, but okay. Yeah, beating the shit out of him definitely helped. What if he was unconscious?
Modified the infrared image to highlight the capillaries in the senator's retina. It should have just enough resolution.
Please help.
Let me guess. They were ambushed.
They jumped me during shift change. Knew our schedule somehow. Started shooting.
This is totally unsurprising. What did they expect was gonna happen?
It must be Pantheon. We can do this loud or quiet.
Probably not. You know, it would have been nice to use this as an actual demo, to actually play this whole thing, but instead, we gotta watch gameplay footage of it, which isn't a bad thing, but still. I don't want to wait for a beta to experience anything in this game. But most importantly, I don't want my account compromised by accident.
We're here to help.
Guess Woods got my message.
The old man says you're worth it. Better be right. Sev, we got the prize.
Good. Now get out fast. We've got party crashers up here.
Great. You good to go?
Am now.
Finally, right? Uh-oh. Boss fight. There's always that one enemy. That's a lot of armor on the guy. I mean, that's nothing a grenade launcher can't fix, right? Might want to be a little more careful and not waste your ammo. Seriously, nobody has a grenade? Nobody wants to throw... There you go. Really, a toy car? Hope there's a weapon on there. Should have done that shit before. We're gonna save a lot of time and ammo.
Nice work.
These Pantheon guys literally sent the big guns after you, Adler. How's that feel?
Doesn't seem like it feels good.
Up through the service hatch. You two first. I'll give you a boost. You first, Adler.
Of course he's first. Like, this seems like an interesting mission, but still, I gotta wait a whole fucking time to play this. Hypothetically speaking, a demo would have been fine.
Easier coming down. Here.
It'd be interesting if something just mysteriously stopped them.
Almost home free.
Well, called it. Yeah, because somebody's gonna immediately be able to grab it in time.
Adler! I got you. Man, you're heavier than you look.
A good thing he's not overweight.
Hope you have a plan B.
Plan B? Need a lot of backups.
Same as plan A. Go up. We'll just take the scenic route. Let's get moving.
Well, this is going on a bit longer than I expected, but they're just showing us the whole goddamn mission. They're just skipping ahead. I'll admit the VCR effect is helping a little, but alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a while until I play Call of Duty again. I stopped playing the moment that they started having security vulnerabilities in the previous games. Activision seriously needs to fix all that shit if they want more people to play it. I'm not risking getting my account compromised all just because they're too lazy to go back and resolve all that shit.
We're ready for X-Field. What's the play?
No play. This place is surrounded by cops. We can't reach you.
What the hell? Seriously? An exploding knife? Who in the fuck thought of that? What's next? An exploding shoe?
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Ever do anything like this before?
No, but I don't see any better options, and I'm running out of bullets.
I mean, worst case scenario, you run into a goddamn truck. Hopefully he has a weapon on him and he can... Okay. Why would he switch over to the handgun? No, use something else. Use something fast. No. You've got loads of guys that are following you with assault rifles and shit, and you're only using a handgun? Are you kidding me? Don't be lazy. Even Metal Gear Solid got this right. Why the fuck are they using handguns? Seriously. Well, I'm not pre-ordering. I'll just wait until it goes on sale. A very big sale. I'd like to play the open beta, but I'm still skeptical. Alright, this already doesn't seem fun. It seems like it's very moody. I think I recognize this style. I think I might know who might be responsible for this, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. What the hell? The fuck? Is this where all these scrap video game characters and so on go to? Is that supposed to be a Skyrim reference? I can see that that one's glitching, the collision detection and so on. I recognize that. That's Grand Theft Auto. Okay, so this person's going through a whole fucking museum of video games. Or rather, I'd say an imprisonment of video game characters and stuff. Alright then, got my attention. But what is this? I guess that's where the worst one of all is at. Is that gonna be where Doom is? Wolfenstein or something? What? What in the hell is this? Wait, is this a... Oh, I thought that was a goat. That is a goat. Wait a minute. I knew it. Goat Simulator. I should have known. It was goddamn... Oh, it's remastered. Okay, good to see it.
In my opinion, that looked like the GOAT of all remasters.
Ah, haha, clever.
We have some news on Persona 3 Reload and its next DLC episode, Aegis, The Answer, coming on September 10th. It's time to reveal a surprising boss fight coming to the game.
A surprising boss fight coming to the game.
Tomorrow and all the days after it will be March 31st.
It's like Tartarus all over again.
There is a strong connection between all of you and what's happening.
Let's just open, then we'll know. Something's wrong.
There's always something wrong in this series.
Ravage them!
See, this would have more impact to me if I actually already had the other Persona games, but I don't. But I am familiar with it. But I just feel like with all this content coming out, I'm missing out on so much.
A little Joker fun there. All right.
That was quick.
Next up, we have another new game announcement for you right here, exclusively at Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Good to know. I wonder how long it's going to be compared to Call of Duty. Is this Metal Gear Solid?
The tracks lead
This way.
No? I thought for a moment that this was Metal Gear Solid.
It's close. Stay here. Stand guard. On me.
You guys might want to be a little more cautious about what the hell you're walking into.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, literal bloody hell. Proceed with caution. Don't just stand there. Well, there's that. Guys, that's why you don't just walk in there. This is just like what happens every time that there's people working for Umbrella. Every cleanup crew that works for them always dies. Except for Hunk.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
What beast? Okay, I'm seeing parkour. I'm going to assume that this is Dying Light or something close to it, because it seems like Dying Light, because Dying Light is the only one that does this parkour shit. Unless it's... See? I knew it. Well, I don't have the sequel yet.
There you go. Kyle Crane is back in a new zombie adventure set in the Dying Light world with 20 hours of gameplay, a new open world region, and more in Dying Light: The Beast. Next, today marks the launch for the most wishlisted game right now on Steam, and also, last I checked, the biggest single-player game ever on Steam with over 2 million concurrent players today, Black Myth Wukong from Game Science in China, which is also out on the PlayStation 5. And right now, we've got the reveal of the launch trailer for you.
I mean, there's no reason for me to see any more trailers for this game. It's gonna be a while until I get it. But until I get it, all I can say is I'm glad that it's getting the success that it has, because currently there's been a lot of dumb people talking about that it's not diverse and inclusive enough, which is bullshit. I don't understand why the hell they had to put those reviews out being completely moronic about it. But anyway, one of the biggest things that attracted to me about this game, other than the visuals, is the fact that it's not exactly like Dark Souls. I don't have to worry about constantly fucking repeating every part with enemies returning every time, so I hope, along with other concerns. The only reason why I didn't pre-order it, obviously, is because of expenses and the fact that I want to make sure that I get the most, appropriate version for myself. Mostly on PC, because I don't have a PlayStation 5. Like, I've seen so many trailers for this already. I've seen enough material to it, and I'm glad that right now, at this time onwards, a lot of people are enjoying it. My time will come, hopefully. But right now is not the time. Although it would have been nice if they had released a demo. I would have definitely played through that. Well, congratulations. Now, let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. Once again, I don't have an entire bias against Dragon Ball Z. I was open to the point to where they got to GT, but I've always felt that at some point the video games became more rehashed. It's like after the Budokai games, they kept rehashing the same shit. They tried to make it more open world and retelling the same stories, adding more characters that are from the other new things, and trying to get the players more interested by still rehashing stuff. You see, the issue that I have with this is that I've seen this before already. I don't know how much further are they going to take this? Even with the whole Kakarot game, how much further are they going to take this until they keep repeating themselves? Well, likely it's going to get a lot of sales anyway because it's Dragon Ball, but I'm not too interested.
Welcome back to Gamescom Opening Night Live here in beautiful...
Wait, what?
Yorgok?
Who's ready to roll? Live from the Construct Coliseum, it's time for everyone's favorite game, King of Meat!
King of Meat.
We joined recently kidnapped celebrity guest contender Geoff Keighley at the starting line.
Wait, starting line?
He needs help for Kojima.
And that battle cry proves how committed Geoff is to any project. Let's check the soch with our sideline reporter.
This dungeon is throwing everything at these contenders, but the JK machine is leading the way to the finish line. And the chat is blowing.
What is all this? Death traps, unapproved nicknames, and a giant horse trying to hoof me?
An eloquent and marketing-friendly description of the game, not to mention a perfectly timed transition to the world premiere trailer for King of Meat.
Imagine me in there. I'd be a great contender. VenturousGamer thriving. Wait a minute, didn't I see this shit earlier? You know, it seems like it could last a while, but I hope it's not a one-trick phony, because we've seen a lot of games that do that. This is a very weird game, but I think that's nice for the style. Sign up for future playtests. Okay, I'll probably do that.
Still got it, Keighley. Still got it.
Okay, I'll sign up.
Welcome back to Opening Night Live for real this time, and that was the announcement of King of Meat, an online co-op spectacle for 1 to 4 players from Glowmade in Guildford, England, and Amazon Games for console and PC, and you can sign up at kingofmeat.com for future playtests. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about making these shows is that we get to introduce you to brand new games and teams.
That's good.
Like this one. To reveal their first game from their new studio, FuzzyBot, please welcome Tatjana Dislova and Max Spielberg.
All right, then. Let's see what they got in store for us.
Guys, welcome to O&L. I'm very excited to share this game with the world. Can you tell us a little bit about your studio, first of all?
Yeah, well, first off, it's totally surreal to be here right now. We started the studio back in 2020, and the majority of us had come from the AAA side of the industry, and at the time, we were just thrilled to have our own game, our own IP, and we could never expect being on this stage tonight at the end of that run.
The vision for our studio started with the idea of dreaming big and building smart. The concept for our first game, even early on, felt very unique and full of heart, and this helped us bring together a very passionate team of talented developers. It's through their skill, dedication, and true love for the game that we're able to be here tonight, going way beyond where we thought we'd be.
Well, I got to play this a few months ago with you guys. I had a ton of fun. Tell us a bit about your game, Linked.
Yeah, so our debut game is called Linked, Banner of the Spark. It's a co-op action hack and slash with a bit of roguelite and town building elements. And so we blended these ideas together to create this cozy yet highly kinetic action game for players to brawl, build, and befriend crew of adorable robots. In it, it's the year 3000, and you're going to take on the role as one of the last remaining humans on planet Earth.
That's bold.
Allying with a friendly bot faction, you're going to aim to take down the combat army hell-bent on organic destruction. Players can play alone or with friends in this vibrant world of robots.
Or a simpler way that I like to describe it sometimes, you go out and fight the evil robot and then collect their body parts to build a sustainable town of your dreams while saving the cute ones. We are incredibly proud to finally reveal the delightful world of Linked, Banner of the Spark, and we hope the players get as much joy out of playing it as we have building it.
Well, we're very excited to show up to the world for the first time. Let's take a look at the world premiere reveal trailer.
Well, hopefully there's a single player mode, because I've been saying this so many times. What if the person playing the game doesn't have any goddamn friends, and the people that they could be interested to play with aren't available? Because it could be very difficult for people to maintain teams like this, especially in online co-op games, as much as they would want us to. Some people are genuinely incapable of trying to find others that not only have the same copy, but also are interested to actually play this shit with them. I see that there's potential with this concept, but come on, you have to really think about how many people could and could not actually fulfill this whole criteria. I'm not saying I'm not interested, but still, these are things to think about. I think a single player mode with bots would be very helpful. And also, wondering how long this game might survive, since it is based on online. Some of the games don't last too long all the time. Early access. God damn it. Okay.
Well, I think we can all agree on this fact. Fishing makes every video game better.
Not all of them. Not in Sonic Adventure or Sega Bass Fishing.
And now, the first look at the gameplay of Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, a narrative adventure from the creative minds behind Life is Strange.
Ah, right. Of course. I like the visuals so far. Why couldn't Life is Strange have these visuals earlier?
Honestly, Swan, I'm glad, but slightly surprised that you showed up tonight. When I saw your text, all these memories came flooding back.
Her voice came out a bit deeper than I thought.
Hey, she actually showed. Welcome!
I remembered Nora, her energy.
Shit! Where's my fucking pick?
The Tharp one's her favorite. I remembered you.
Nice one, Autumn.
You were the coolest. Skateboarder's wisdom. Never land on your wrist. I want to see you skateboard, Autumn. I remembered Kat.
Whoa, watch out!
She was like a firecracker.
Fuck!
This is serious. We're gonna need a real band name.
How about Bloom and Rage?
Not that impressive, but sure.
How could I forget? Whoa.
One of the stranger things is happening here.
Last week, my mom found a package on her doorstep. Wait, are Bloom and Rage?
So she's still alive. She just got captured. Oh shit. Episodic.
Are we in trouble?
Goddamn shit. Okay. Alright, what's this?
You'll excuse me if today's sermon is a little different, but today is not a normal Sunday.
What's this, another zombie game?
I wanted to tell you all, we failed in our duty to God.
You guys seem to have failed to survive.
We were told about all of this.
Were you guys told that there'd be a lot of zombies and monsters?
These here are the last days of this earth. I know this is a punishment.
I mean, it's not exactly punishment if it's completely out of your control. Wait a minute, is this, okay. I think I know what this is.
The other place, it's full, so the dead walk among us.
That's what I figured. Good thing it's not on just one fucking platform on PC.
That game looks great. It's a new look at the 8-player co-op of No More Room in Hell 2 from Torn Banner up in Canada, where there are deadly consequences of not sticking close to your teammates, and I cannot wait to check that one out.
Challenge accepted.
It's been a long time coming for this next one. At the Game Awards in 2021, Embark Studios revealed Arc Raiders, a game that immediately struck a chord with players around the globe. A stunning future Earth where menacing Arc machines threaten humanity's attempts to rebuild. Well, Arc Raiders has evolved a lot since then, and now it's finally time for some news on what's next for this exciting action survival shooter.
Well, let's see its progress now.
Where do we go from here?
You tell me. I don't know. Yes, proceed with caution. Don't just jump out there like the other people in that other trailer.
You've told us nothing of this place.
Well then, we got drones around here.
Look at us now.
Well, it seems very deserted.
Raiders playing with fire.
More like playing with your lives.
Everything to lose.
There's a lot lost, lady.
But even more to gain.
I hope they all start talking, you know, instead of just running and gunning at each other. More fucking playtesting. Fine, I'll sign up. Who knows if I'll get accepted. What's this? Cats! Fucking cats! Not in the same... Never mind. Why does it sound like they're calling my name? What the fuck am I looking at? What in the hell am I looking at? What is with all this? I'm seeing different animals and other weird shit. Who's this girl? Wait a minute. Have I seen this trailer before? Haven't I seen this trailer for this game before? Yeah, this is totally something that was made by somebody that lives overseas. Yeah, I think I did see this trailer before. I mean, not specifically this one, but the game in questioning. Yeah, I did. No wonder it sounded like they were calling my name, even though that's not my full name. Okay, what's next? Warhammer? Because I could recognize your suits. This is obviously Warhammer. And once again, I do not have every single Warhammer game. I only have like a few of them. Space Marine 2 is probably going to be included in there in the future, but I still got to get the other ones. I feel like I've missed out on so much with the Warhammer series. There's so many of them. And sometimes you wonder, what came first, this or Gears of War? I think that should be obvious. Gold or Ultra Edition, I want one fucking version that allows me to have everything. Are you kidding me? Okay, what's this new game in Unreal Engine? Unless I've seen it already. Okay, we've got somebody that just left Borderlands world and he came here. Is this Concord? No way. It's gotta be something else. Very odd choice of music, but okay. 2 million players? Holy shit. Well, I'm not one of them yet. See, I'm not totally disinterested with the idea of team-based games, but still, you gotta have loyal people. Okay, Predecessor, I haven't played that yet. All right, good to know it's free. I'll get it on the consoles that I have, see if I can enjoy it.
What you saw right there was Predecessor, a MOBA shooter built by an indie team from the ashes of Epic Games' Paragon. If you remember that one, it enters 1.0 free-to-play release tonight.
Good.
Next up, Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games. It is nearing release, and tonight, yes, we do have news on the early access date. Check this out.
Yes, obviously. I haven't played it yet.
My son, are you clear of mind and stout of heart?
Last time I checked, this shit is gonna be very gory.
I am.
Are you ready to sacrifice? Sacrifice everything to become the savior?
I mean, you have to in this kind of universe.
I will.
Do you have the strength to sweep aside this world and build it anew?
You don't have any other choice but to.
I must.
With all this fucked up shit going on, you have to. You have to be the one to save everybody. Or in this case, you know, be the savior and kill the demons. Yeah, I have yet to get into the first Path of Exile game, but possibly in a future marathon when I manage to start the whole thing.
Now, are you ready to fulfill your destiny?
Sure. May as well. Who else is gonna do it? Yeah, I'll save this for the future.
Yes.
Oh, now he answers.
I am ready.
Early access, November 15th. Okay, that's a long way, but all right.
Now, up next is a first look at the gameplay of June Awakening, the open world survival MMO, and news on when it's going to be released.
First of all, I have so much to say about this game's story. This story is so weird. The protagonist literally says, what if things were different if he were a female? If his mother gave birth to a girl instead of a boy? How things would be different.
You begin as a nameless prisoner, sculpt your appearance, choose your background, and then crash into the planet.
Okay, but he said that things would be going badly if it were a male instead of a female. That is literally what he said in the last trailer.
Scorched by the unforgiving sun, ravaged by sunstroke.
So in other words, you have to find water, like Metal Gear Survive?
The moving shadows. Survive. Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet in the universe.
The most dangerous planet in the Dune universe?
Meet hundreds of other players in the vast online world.
Are we going to team up, or are they going to be able to go rogue?
Betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance.
Yes, give me the rifle. I want that sniper rifle.
Rifle and a still suit.
Can we go naked? Like, can we like strip off all our clothes and go in our underwear, or at least fully nude? Probably not, but that'd be interesting.
Your chance of staying alive. The deserter base. Climb to a vantage point.
Oh shit, more climbing.
And prepare for violence.
Well, I'm gonna take care of all of that shit from afar. This is exactly what I would be doing in the game. Having a sniper rifle and looking at all the enemies from afar and making sure that my teammates survive, if there's any.
Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take them out, one by one.
I can see, it's got some style here.
And kill from from the shadows.
Feels a little like Destiny.
Take what you can from the Fallen. On Arrakis, nothing of value is wasted.
Hopefully not.
Mine, harvest, and gather with your group to build bases.
So I have to have a group?
More advanced equipment.
So having a group is mandatory.
Refine the blood you collected from your enemies to extract drinkable water.
We gotta take their blood to make water? What? I mean, I haven't seen the films, and I know that it's based on the source material, but holy shit.
In new locations with the blueprint system, and then sell blueprints of your architectural wonders to other players.
So we're looking at a similarity here with Starfield, where you gotta collect resources and build shit.
A nameless prisoner can rise, construct, and honor.
That's what I was just now talking about. We have to build ships.
The world is yours to claim.
I guess somebody played Starfield and thought, hey, let's do this too, but probably better. I would collect as many resources as possible and not waste anything, because you never know.
Map the desert.
Yeah, that's a long goddamn desert.
Discover landmarks, wrecked ships, and desert.
How big is the planet? That's my question. How fucking big is the planet that we gotta scope everything? I wonder if there's gonna be a limitation on how far you can go.
Arrakis is a vast planet. You can explore unique locations.
I wonder if they're gonna be inhabited by enemies.
Valuable resources, and search for secrets amongst the shifting dunes.
Now, clearly there's a lot of secrets on this big fucking place.
And then return to civilization triumphant.
Hopefully, unless it gets close to an ambush.
Harco Village throngs with people. Spice traders, guild bankers, smugglers.
Yeah, just all the above, from Mass Effect, Destiny, to whatever the hell else.
Here, you will pledge allegiance to one of the great houses of Dune, the Harkonnen.
Of course.
But remember, to play politics, you need power.
Yes, lots of power. Power that I would have to make sure that I take full responsibility of and not misuse, and not be surrounded by people that'll do the same shit the opposite way.
Scour the landscape, hunting for spice. Every spice blow has the potential to become a heated battle.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. The whole thing getting out of control.
Vying for the precious melange, even when it looks like defeat is inevitable.
I haven't seen any blood yet.
Those who understand desert power can awaken Arrakis itself.
Oh, you mean that giant worm? That doesn't sound good. Like, why the fuck would you build anything anywhere if that damn thing is gonna come out somewhere? Your whole civilization is ruined if it swallows it whole. Okay, this seems better than the last trailer I saw, with the whole thing suggesting that playing as a male character is a bad idea. I would have rather seen that here, like this, instead.
Well, you can't have a June game without the sandworms, and the sandworm summoning begins when June Awakening drops on PC early 2025.
Bold choice.
The wait is not that long. And now, here is a reveal of a new game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
I shouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's see this new game. Already off to an eerie start, as usual. What is it with these goddamn goats? This is the second goddamn time I've seen a fucking goat. It's amazing just how scary they can make this shit, even as weird as it looks. Yeah, this is something that would make a very great animated film, but it's a video game, so gotta take what you can get. Reanimal. So instead of reanimated, it's reanimal. Okay, I'm interested.
That was Reanimal, the next big entry in the cozy game genre.
Cozy game. Bullshit.
Now in its 4th year as an evolving open-world adventure, today Genshin Impact is unveiling more about the 6th Nation of Natlan, which will be released on August 28th. And we also have some news about when the game will be coming to Xbox.
Really? That's a surprise. Hopefully it'll be compatible on there. It should be, instead of being limited to the Xbox Series S and X. See, I could also easily play this elsewhere, such as PC, but I haven't yet, so I have choices. I'm always being told about Genshin Impact, but I have not made the effort to play it once. Always, constantly, there's always somebody either playing Genshin Impact or asking me, have I ever played it or heard of it? Not once have I done any part in playing it yet, but we'll see. Maybe I might do a whole stream of it. Maybe I might do a whole marathon of Genshin Impact and see how far I get. But that's assuming, of course, that it actually engages me instead of just, you know, feeling like it's not as thrilling or whatever. See, I feel like I've played this type of game before so many times. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm being underwhelmed if I'm playing Genshin. And if it becomes an addiction, I still don't want to feel like it's being overshadowed by something. But we'll see. I mean, if I can play Fortnite, I can play this. Okay, welcome back, Geoff.
There you go, Genshin Impact, and also coming to Xbox later this year, as we saw. All right, now it's time to head into the wilds of Monster Hunter, which is playable for fans for the first time. Here at Gamescom, Capcom has an incredible booth. But now, to tell us more and show us more, please welcome to the Gamescom ONL stage, Ryozo Tujimoto from Capcom. Ryozo-san.
Welcome back. I still haven't gotten the other Monster Hunter games, but that's fine. I have a few demos, but it'll be a while until I get the full game. And as usual, I'm going to cut to the person speaking English.
Hello to all of my friends in Germany and to the millions watching around the globe.
Hello.
I'm really really thankful that Geoff has invited me to the opening night live stage so I can share a new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer with everyone.
Good.
And before we debut the trailer, I just want to express how excited I am to kick off our season of Monster Hunter Wilds hands-on demos starting at Gamescom. Now, let's take a look at the latest trailer.
Okay, I wonder what could be new about this trailer. They've showed us a lot of footage recently. I don't want them to spoil everything.
My word, is this a Lollabarina floret?
I guess so.
We must be near its nest.
Is that a good thing or bad thing? It might not be a good thing. Of course, it's a spider. Capcom will put a spider in a Monster Hunter game before they ever do it again in Resident Evil. Hopefully, if they ever decide to make a Code Veronica remake, wink wink, they'll actually bring the spiders back. Or maybe if they decide to remake the first Resident Evil game again. Literally, that is the only way they could end up doing it. And it would make a lot of sense. I already see that this is going to be very exciting and probably garner a lot of sales, but I don't feel like there's much more that they could share to us other than a demo. Like an actual demo to really get into it. That's the only way I see this actually getting more attention and sales.
The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning.
Well, it's because there's a monster doing that shit.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator.
Probably one of the apex predators, yes.
Guild permission granted. Begin the hunt.
I feel like I would have to do a lot of grinding and make sure that my character is completely enhanced before I deal with these enemies. I would take my time thoroughly with Monster Hunter. And I would also try to make sure that my teammates don't easily die. Probably sideline them so that way I can take care of certain enemies myself. Wait, you can bathe in this game? That would be an interesting mechanic. Alright, that's enough Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't need to see any more trailers. But knowing them, they're gonna do more of that and showing off food as usual. Alright, that's that. It would have been nice for this to work on Xbox One. Is this Lara Croft? Seems like it. Ah, another crossover. I've heard bad stories about that. Well, not just heard. I've read some bad stories about this game. But, I think I'll just, I'll leave it for a while. I don't understand why this crossover is happening other than the fact that they're trying to bring Tomb Raider back. But okay. Alright. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. We already know what that means. Nice to see one of the best characters returning. Yes, she definitely is. I don't have this game. I'll get it far into the future, just like the others. I hope with what Capcom's doing with another crossover with these characters that they don't ruin it. Hopefully they don't have a lot of censorship, especially for her when it comes down to Street Fighter 6. That'd be very awful. I would really like to see what she looks like with the physics in RE Engine. Oh shit, definitely waiting for a sale. Fuck that. I just want everything in the full game. Is this Mecha Break? It looks like Mecha Break. Yeah, this has to be Mecha Break. I've been seeing so many mecha games. So many of them being released and advertised. What is with the mechas? It might not be the first time, but there's a lot of them now. But personally, how I feel, I think there's a lot more to it that there has to be besides just giant robots with special abilities fighting each other. I'd actually enjoy a great story with this. I can think of one game right now that has so much potential in the past that deserves this kind of treatment. See, I was right. I'll probably play it on PC.
That was a new look at Mecha Break, the multiplayer mech game.
What about single player?
Okay, next we have something exciting for fans of Monument Valley, the beautiful twisted puzzle game that we all played about a decade ago.
I did it.
When it was first released in 2014. Well, tonight we are revealing Monument Valley 3 coming later this year from Us 2 in London and Netflix game. I played this. It is an absolutely beautiful, stunning game, and we've got your first look right now.
Well, that's shocking. I didn't know that there was already one sequel. I didn't know anything about that. So, I got 3 games to play now. Hypothetically speaking, if I ever actually get this, since that's a lot of shit to go through. But this seems like quite a challenge for me. I really don't have much to say to this, so if I was already a fan and played the other games, I would have had more to say. Oh, there's a giant fish. There's always a fish. No, sorry, not doing it on Netflix games. I'll wait for it on Steam, unless it's going to be released elsewhere, like Apple TV or some shit.
Monument Valley 3 drops exclusively on Netflix December 10, 2024.
Yeah, well, Netflix is very expensive.
Now, first released in 1991, Civilization is one of the gaming industry's biggest franchises. And here at Gamescom, we are revealing the gameplay of Civilization 7 for the first time. To tell us more, please welcome Ed Beach from Firaxis Games.
Good to know. Welcome to the show. Wonder if the gameplay is going to be any different than the last one, in terms of the last game, that is.
Thank you, Shocks. Thank you, Gamescom. It's hard to believe that it's been almost 8 years since Firaxis released our last Civilization game.
That's shocking.
So we're incredibly honored to be here tonight at Gamescom talking about Civilization 7. Civ 7.
It's been a long time. It has to pay off now.
Civ 7 is by far the biggest, most ambitious game Firaxis has ever made.
Is it?
Everything from its new gameplay features to its gorgeous new art style is designed to immerse you in your own journey through history.
Really?
Please join us after opening night live on the Firaxis Game Twitch channel for our official gameplay showcase, where we'll deep dive into what's new in Civ 7 and finally reveal our new in-game narrator.
New in-game narrator?
On behalf of the team at Firaxis Games who has worked so hard on this game, I'm so excited to finally give the world its first look at Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Please enjoy.
Okay. I mean, I'll watch the rest of it, but I want to know how different it is.
Just discovering what games could be. And we said, let's put the entire history of the world into a game and make it fun.
I haven't started this yet. I don't know if I'll ever start my journey of this game or the others, but I wonder how much changes there are now and how deep they got, because apparently they want to put a lot of history and work into this. That's very bold. I'll give them credit for that, but after all these years since the last game, gotta make sure it pays off somehow. Yeah, these type of literal world building games, that's quite a challenge, because that's hours of work, and you gotta make sure that it all plays out accordingly, unless, of course, you're on the wrong side of history. Yeah, this isn't something that I can play right off the bat. This is something that I really have to get creative with, spend a lot of time with, not get bored with, because it is going over a lot of history. I mean, shit, even Assassin's Creed had its own way of doing it, for better or worse, especially with what's happening right now at the time when its newest one. Yeah, building an empire is quite a challenge. Not pre-ordering, but I'm sure there will be people there will be. Oh, right after. Okay.
Ever since we first reached for the stars.
Is this Starfield? This has to be Starfield.
We've been asking ourselves, what else is out there? And more importantly, can we drive on it?
I mean, if there's a flat surface that's durable, yeah, probably. This is a very odd music choice for this. Who the fuck is choosing this music? Seriously, who in the fuck is choosing this rap music? Especially for trailers like this. Yeah, this is definitely Starfield. I thought we were gonna get something more epic. I didn't think we were gonna get something catchy. Seriously, you're advertising a fucking car? Okay, well, I don't have this game, so I can't get the car yet. And also to play that.
There's 2 bits of Starfield news for you and a confirmation of the expansion Shattered Space that is coming out on September 30th. Now it's time for an exclusive update on Marvel Rivals, the upcoming hero shooter from NetEase Games and Marvel Games. Tonight at ONL, we're revealing 2 new heroes who are joining the game with a first look at their gameplay.
I don't have this in my library. You know, I didn't do anything with pre-ordering or beta access or whatever, so I have really nothing else to say about it except the fact that I really hope that they do something very good with the content so that way it'll last long, because otherwise I feel like this is going to suffer the same fate as the other games that tried to do something similar. It's a very bold move to have licensed properties in one game probably being unable to fulfill all the requests. See, there's so many comparisons to Overwatch and all that other shit, and even crazy enough, I'm thinking of Agents of Mayhem. I really hope that they have a backup plan, you know, something else to keep this game going, because from the looks of it, it feels like it's doing no different than copying the same formula that we've already seen before. Worst case scenario, it lasts for a few months or less and they lose the licensing, or, you know, don't do anything else with it. And there he is, Dr. Doom. Let's see how that plays out. It's gonna be an interesting month. All heroes unlocked and free to play at launch and beyond. That's very bold, but that's good. Should stay that way.
Well, I'm sure everyone who played the beta wanted to know Marvel Rivals will launch on December 6th, 2024.
I didn't play the beta, but okay.
All right, we got something really special for you. Please welcome Deadpool director, creator of Love, Death, and Robots, and the co-founder of Blur Studio, Tim Miller.
What a surprise. I did not expect to see him.
Thank you, Geoff.
All right, what do you have to say?
Blur Studio has been making cinematics for over 30 years now. That means classics like Quake, Star Wars, Warhammer, Call of Duty, and dozens more. And we do this because we fucking love video games.
Yep, and he's already crying.
And every time a trailer comes online, we see hundreds and hundreds of comments from the fans. Like, why don't we see a movie like this? Or why can't we have a series like this? And we could not agree more.
Half of them suck.
Which is why we are so excited to share this series with you. 15 original episodes created in collaboration with Amazon Studios and the publishers and developers of some of the world's greatest games. I'm talking new titles, existing games, indies, and classics. So we've been working on this show for 3 years.
3 years.
I get a little choked up, sorry. I cry a lot.
I noticed.
Sorry.
But you're human, so.
All right, we've been working on it for 3 years, and I'm very emotional because I'm so excited. And it's finally time. So please enjoy the world premiere teaser of Secret Level. It is our love letter to games. And you can watch the series on Amazon Prime Video on December 10th. Not too far now. So enjoy. Thank you.
Alrighty then, let's see if it's worth it. Hopefully if it's worth it with all that crying he's doing. There's nothing wrong with making making a series that's essentially like a video game, but the question is it worth it? You know, no matter what it's based on. You gotta worry about the writing, you gotta worry about the characters and everything else. If it sucks, it's on the people that are responsible for it. You can't just use nostalgia as the main focus and think that nobody else is gonna question it. I don't give a fuck what property it is. See, if I had the ability to make a video game, movie, or television series, I guarantee you, the stuff that I would do would be, you know, better than what we've seen. See, these ideas, you know, with original properties, those are fine. They're completely on their own. You don't have to worry about them getting out of control. It shouldn't be that difficult to do, but still, the point is, if it sucks, it sucks, and that's what you got to avoid. Well, I'll definitely see that. There's Pac-Man. Speaking of Xbox,
Young hero, the gods have taken an interest in your odyssey. Try not to disappoint us.
I mean, it's a full war. Disappointment is inevitable. A lot of people would end up dying, especially if there's not just humans, but other supernatural shit and giant things.
No matter what armies you face, what power you wield, or what creatures you unleash, we trust you will find the way to write your own legend.
See, those kind of things you definitely can't expect people to live through unless they're already prepared. I've yet to start my journey with that franchise.
The tower is the only sanctuary we have left. Together, we can give our people the hope we need to survive.
Early access again. Hello, what's this? I'm seeing flashback footage. Wait a minute, is this Delta Force, the game, right? Yeah, it has to be. Because I saw the original footage before they showed this. Yeah, I never played the others.
The conflict between the S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Havoc threatens the balance of the world. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a tempest of disorder, sowing chaos wherever it roams. But we are honed to strike at their very core. Havoc has cutting-edge technology, but is built on exploitation and suffering. United, we will plunge into the chaos to find the spark of peace. We are GTI. No one gets left behind.
As I figured, I'll probably play that in the future. I mean, I already got it in my library, but that's another story.
All right, let's head back to the Middle Ages for a new look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 with its authentic rendition of 15th century Bohemia as an action role-playing game.
Well, let's see that. Let's see the improvements now.
I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, and if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences.
I intend to wage war, not parley.
Everything all right?
We need more people. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Will you help us, Henry?
Like, I can see a lot of visual and mechanical improvements since the first game. I haven't even played it yet, even though I have it. They have seriously come a long way since the first game. Big difference. Once again, not pre-ordering, but I am interested to play it, so I'll wait until a future time. Gameplay premiere? Okay. I feel like I've seen enough, though.
Now, last month, the ARPG Zenless Zone Zero was released from Hoyoverse, and now we've got the debut of a brand new area of new Eridu. Check it out.
All right then. Epic slow motion. Once again, I don't have much to say about this. This part of the reaction that you'll see, especially in the edited version, is probably not going to be that interesting. I use the word interesting a lot, I know. But seriously, there's really nothing more I can say about this. I don't have much to say about this particular trailer, other than the fact that I feel like I've seen the same character models and visuals one too many times. Okay, Zenless Zone Zero. Haven't yet gotten into it, but we'll see. Ooh, nice butt shot. I like that.
The man who came had tan skin and wielded two swords, one black and one white.
Wow,
they slashed
so
directly at the general's head.
Almost equal to General Fei Xiao.
General Fei Xiao? I know her well.
You do? I know all her deeds on the battlefield by heart, such as when General Fei Xiao fought her way in and out of enemy ranks 7 times. With a single strike, she knocked down 100 enemies.
Isn't that the same hill that Mufasa... Never mind. I'm thinking of Lion King.
10,000. You're exaggerating. Mom told me about this. This is what my online friends found at the scene. Look.
Of course they introduced social media.
Of a beast rushing forward like lightning, General Fei Xiao shouted among the ruins.
Are you my master?
That's complete nonsense. Nonsense? I have even more impressive stories.
Well, tell the whole goddamn story. You seem to be constantly being interrupted.
Little girl, do you know how to get to the seat of divine foresight?
What is it with these cute animals? See, I would have liked to see this as an anime instead of it just being a video game. I feel like there'd be a lot more potential with that.
There's a fun little tease, and that was a new look at the space fantasy of Honkai Star Rail and Fei Xiao, a female general known for her prowess in martial arts. Okay, now we're heading to the Arkhamverse for Batman Arkham Shadow. It arrives later this year and is a completely new Arkham story exclusive to MetaQuest 3. I've played a demo of this, and I have to say the team, Camouflage, has done an incredible job bringing the world and combat into VR. Here is your first look at the actual gameplay, a gameplay trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
Once again, I have more to say about this. And I'm going to be talking about this thing the whole time. I don't need to watch any more footage to get more context because I already know what to expect. Alright, I think that it's very weird that we got a fucking Arkham game exclusive in VR for Meta. There's no reason to do that. It should have been an option to have a first-person mode with VR attached, so that way you won't have to worry about being limited to one platform. This is something that obviously should be on consoles and PC elsewhere, because some people, such as myself, don't have a VR headset and can't play this. Eventually, I will get a VR headset. I already know which one I'm getting, but for right now, especially as somebody that plays on console, I don't think that it's a good idea to limit audiences this way. How in the fuck are you going to have a game that takes place directly after Arkham Knight, of all things, and not have it be playable another way? Oh, look at that, nostalgia. They could have made this game accessible to other people who do not have any other way of playing in VR, because I'm sure as shit not gonna hijack my phone to do it. Fuck that. I don't need to be using third-party software in order to get that shit going. It's not gonna be the same experience. It's too much work. Like, I would really like to play this, and yes, even in VR, but are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna reduce this to just a VR game? So much potential. And this is what they do. Alrighty then. Great job.
I can bring the Rat King to you.
Well, that's a bold decision. I guess we'll see what happens when it's finally released in October. I'm not pre-ordering. Even more so, I'm not gonna be able to get it anyway without the fucking Meta. Are you kidding me?
Now, who is ready for another world premiere?
Bring it on. I want to see something that's actually new.
Announced last year at ONL, here is a new look at Little Nightmares 3.
I thought you said something new, but okay. It's nice to have another world premiere, especially if it's about something that I might be interested in, but I was expecting something that's actually new. I would like to see more of that, but I guess their roster is already filled up to the brim with other stuff that we haven't seen, or they just wanted to advertise. But Call of Duty was taking up more time. Yeah, I've got to do a Little Nightmares marathon in the future, starting with the first game, because currently that's the main one that I've yet to get into. I wonder if they're going to do a fourth installment, although I do feel like if they cut it off at the third entry, it'd be a solid trilogy. That being said, I feel like they're probably going to have more stories to tell and try to emulate that somehow. But if they're going to have an animated series, or rather something that takes place in between the Little Nightmares universe, I think it should be an animated series, or rather a video game. That's what I should be saying, a video game, because that's what I was feeling last time. Okay, what's this? Is this actually a new game? Oh, Firewatch. Never played that, but I do know that in the past there's some mixed reception about some things. Alright, once again, another video game where a human is associated with animals, traveling in long areas, doing a lot of things together. I just wasn't expecting these types of animals to be here. Okay, that was weird. Alright, so we've got a human with oxes, or so it appears to be.
You guys like that one? That's a beautiful game, Hurdling from Panic and Okomotive, and I'm so glad we could share that with you tonight. All right, Gamescom, we have a special guest joining us next. I grew up playing his games, and many of you did too. Titles like Populous, Dungeon Keeper, Magic Carpet, Theme Park, Black and White, and Fable. And tonight, he's here to reveal his brand new game, which he's secretly been working on for the past 3 years.
Oh.
Please join me, Gamescom, in welcoming to ONL, Peter Molyneux.
Welcome, Peter. I've yet to know more about what you're actually doing, but sure, let us know.
He's back!
Surprisingly.
What an incredible honor it is to be here on the stage with Geoff.
Yes, Peter.
He's an amazing guy.
This is so fun. So a couple months ago, you and I had lunch in London. I was like, what are you working on? You're like, well, I've actually been working on a game for a number of years. You've kept very quiet about it.
Yep.
You really wanted to let the game speak for itself. But tell us about Masters of Albion.
Right, so after messing around on mobile, what the hell was I doing? I thought to myself, I need to come home. I need to come home to PC and console. So I've looked at Dungeon Keeper. I've taken some things that I've wanted to explore further with Dungeon Keeper. I've done the same with Black and White. I've taken the things from Black and White. I've done the same with Fable, and this is what I'm showing tonight.
And to your credit, you've self-funded this project yourself. You put together a team of a lot of veterans from those games.
Yeah, I mean, I think my first realization is I needed to bring the old team back together again. So I'm working working with people like Mark Healy and Russell Shaw and Ian Wright, the people that helped on and created Black and White, Dungeon Keeper, and Fable. Anyway, let's have a look at Masters of Albion.
All right, here's the world premiere, Masters of Albion, from Peter Molyneux.
All right, let's see what's new in his kitchen.
This is Masters of Albion. We're a team of 20 people dedicated to making something new, unique, and different.
Interesting choice of words. Let's see.
Here we are in the familiar, vast world of Albion, packed with stories, quests, treasures, and monsters.
Sounds a lot like Fable.
This is Oak. By day, you're tasked with building the town up, gaining resources, and earning money. By night, your town will be attacked by many of Albion's creatures. You can design anything. The food that people eat, the clothes they wear, the weapons they use, the armor they fight with. There is a strategy behind it.
I guess we're gonna be doing a lot of food. What the fuck? Was that a rat?
Rats.
I just see a fucking rat get put in there.
My town's working hard to make that food. They can help out or not.
Well, got some comic relief in here.
I can also design, customize, and create or build.
I'm going to assume that this can get out of control, though this is another world building game. Okay.
Night is coming. The sun is going down. Now my town needs defending against the horrors of Albion. And this is my hero's time to shine. You don't have to play in God mode. At any point, you can possess a character and play in third person.
Good choice.
My hero is now under my complete control. And now it's time to fight.
Oh. The mechanics are a little wonky, but I can see what you're doing here.
My hero's getting overwhelmed. Let's switch back to God mode and unleash some real power.
Oh, so you could be in control of the person that's building the world.
Okay, we survived the night. Now, let's design a better weapon for my hero.
What the fuck?
You can be as silly as you want, but bread swords just won't cut.
So you're telling me that I can make a burrito blaster or a taco launcher?
This is just a glimpse of Masters of Albion, an open world God game full of combat, choices, mystery, and story. It's available to wishlist on Steam now.
Weird, but I like the idea.
Management offers a reminder. We're all here to have fun.
I haven't seen the show yet, but this is a very odd choice to have it presented this way. Figured that maybe they get a little more realistic. Yep, it's gonna be silly. You know, I feel like with the direction of the show, I think they should have made it a bit more darker, not making it look like Fall Guys, because that's essentially what it is. It's like Fall Guys, and you got these other characters that aren't actually the main protagonist, because there were other characters that were obviously present in the original series, and you could see as the main focus, but no, they got these other people in here that aren't even the same. Nope, not doing it on the phone, sorry. Maybe I'll do it on PC.
I've been here before.
Have you now?
In the fold, countless times. Who I was, who I might become. All possible futures existing in motion.
Right, I saw this trailer. Well, not this particular trailer, but I've seen the game that they're talking about before.
It is time to awaken.
You know, the more I see about this game, the more surprised I'm getting, because they could have made this game boring, but from what it looks like, they're trying to not to make this boring. But we'll see how it plays out.
And it is my duty, my journey, to step into the unknown.
Well, hopefully the story doesn't suck. I'm just saying. I'm saying a lot about the visuals and all the crazy shit that she can do, but the story is what counts.
The Marlowe's warlords' retreat has brought peace to the region, with a new faction rising to the
Infiltrate the target area and get what's in that safe. The items are valuable, but you must extract alive. We're under attack! They're up to the team! We're ready to abort mission! Abort mission!
Hopefully these people manage to survive a bit longer than the other ones in the earlier trailers that I saw. See, when I can't play Call of Duty, this is what I could play. Maybe eventually. All right then. Welcome back, Geoff.
Arena Breakout Infinite is now available in early access, with the full release coming at the end of the year. Now let's move to another franchise that has a big year. Diablo.
Oh yes, all eyes on October 8th. We are super excited for the Vessel of Hatred, and we're even more excited that here at Gamescom this week will be the chance to have the first ever live hands-on experience with our very new Spiritborn class. It's beautiful, it's awesome to play, and it's definitely a key part of what makes the Vessel of Hatred so special for us.
All right, well, I understand you might have brought a little something special with you as well.
We have, here's a look at our mercenary companions, so take a look on behalf of the Vessel of Hatred.
Okay then, a part of me would be excited, but unfortunately, again, I haven't gotten into Diablo 4, and even more so, there's still context missing. I've only played the demo for one of the Diablo games.
Suffering, desolation, horror. This is the road we know in Sanctuary. However, some of us have taken a different path.
Have you now?
Bound by secrecy, ready to stand and fight for those who seek us out. My shield is your protection. There was a time we fought the vilest of sanctuary, until we were left with only our inner demons. But the return of hatred has pulled us back into the light.
That's a lot of things to fight.
Your blood feeds my blade!
And though we now wait, watching from the shadows, we cannot escape who we are, why we fight.
I mean, there's a lot of fighting, but the real thing you're doing is surviving.
Or the fury that burns within us.
Well, I see what they're doing with the classes, and it'll probably excite some people, but still, I don't have much to say about this because I haven't played the game yet.
I am your guardian.
I am your redemption.
I am your vengeance.
I am your rage!
We are the Pale Hand, and we are the reason you need never fight alone.
Well, there's that, of course. I'd rather get 1 month of Game Pass Ultimate for free.
That looks great. Thanks for the sneak peek.
Of course, and it's my esteemed pleasure to introduce Brent Gibson, game director of Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred.
Alrighty then.
Hello, Gamescom!
What do you have to say?
The team and I are so proud that Diablo 4 is the type of game that has something for all gamers.
All gamers?
And in Vessel of Hatred, it's no exception. We are hard at work at adding new ways to play and new ways to grow in power. Like mercenaries, ordinary people with extraordinary skills that you can hire to fight alongside you in your battle against hell. We're also adding the Kurast Undercity, an all-new multi-layered dungeon that gives you the control on the types of challenges you're going to see, as well as the rewards you may get. And we also have the Dark Citadel.
What's that?
Our brand new co-op PvE dungeon that challenges everything you know about combat in Diablo through a gauntlet of multiplayer puzzles and mechanics. We're talking about all of it right here at Gamescom. And so stay tuned if you want to see all the things that you're going to see in Vessel of Hatred, launching October 8th. And I hope to see every single one of you on the floor all the way through the show. So thank you very much. See you on the floor.
Well, I'm fine with what's being presented here. Thank you.
Thanks, Brent. All right, now we're heading to the hardcore action role-playing world of the first Berserker Kazan, set for 2025 release. Intense combat meets breathtaking 3D cell animation in a brutal world from Nexon. Coming to PC and console, let's witness the chaos that awaits.
Yeah, let's see how it plays out. All right, already off to a very gory start.
The two wolves who defeated the beast will tear into the neck of the aged lion.
For years, I faced unrelenting fury, made countless sacrifices, and the result of my devotion was betrayal.
Isn't it always like that? You do something and somebody ends up betraying you, especially when it comes down to dark forces, no matter what you give to receive.
At this rate, you will die. Emperor, you will pay for this. Join me, Blade Phantom, and I will help you.
Well, I can see that this is going to be quite a challenge. I've been repeating myself saying that a lot for certain games, but this definitely looks like one of those games I'm definitely going to have to take my time with.
Our alliance has been formed.
Oh boy, what a trailer.
The constraints of the past are history. Here, you rule the way you've always wanted. Your choices will remake the world.
For better or worse.
And every turn becomes an opportunity.
What is this trailer for again?
To triumph.
Wait, is this Civilization? Looks like it. You know, the reality is that it doesn't matter what part of history you're on, something's always going to impact somebody's life.
It's your world now.
Oh, okay, that game. Shit, you had me fooled.
Play it day one with PC Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass right now, I'll only use it one time. For free.
Follow my lead!
Shut up! You can't even run properly!
Wait, did they just awaken from a nightmare? Or did they just die and they have to redo it?
What the?
Ah, I see. Time loop. So they know how they die and they gotta redo it again. Okay. Interesting concept. I would totally watch this as a 3D animated movie. But no, it looks like a video game. That totally would have been a great movie. I don't understand why the fuck they had to just make it a video game, but okay.
Dark and Darker Mobile is now available for global pre-registration. Now from NetEase Games, this next trailer is a new life simulation game where players can travel among super-powered worlds to craft their island and engage with friends. Let's take a look.
Interesting, another one. Let's see how this one plays out. Well, this one looks very happy. Almost too happy. Definitely a game that would be on the Nintendo Switch. Once more, this is the type of game that would have to take a lot of time with. Yeah, this seems very happy. Definitely the most appropriate game for a Nintendo console. Wow. And a globe? Or snow globe? Pre-register. Fine.
All right, we got another game to show you, which will take you on an epic global adventure. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Check this out.
Let's see how this one is.
What if I told you there was a connection between ancient cultures around the world? A great circle. Does it exist? Is it the key to some lost power? That's up to you to uncover.
Yes, Uncharted and Tomb Raider did that. Oh, I hope this game is good.
I'm Troy Baker, and I play Indy.
Yeah, you play a lot of characters.
Humbling playing a character that so many people, myself included, look up to. As a kid, seeing Indiana Jones in the theater for the first time was a defining moment for me. And I never would have guessed that all these years later, I would be the one wearing the hat. But here I am. It's been a dream come true. A dream that I cannot wait for you to live for yourself. The beauty of a first-person game like this is that we all get to feel what it's like to become Indy. You are the one who cracks the whip, who feels the weight of every punch, and the thrill of finding every clue. Indy is such a unique character. Professor, an archaeologist, a brawler, an explorer, the quintessential all-around adventure. And this game has everything you'd expect from an Indiana Jones adventure.
Everything?
Mysterious artifacts, cunning villains, ancient discoveries, hard-hitting action. It's a world of constant danger where you've got to think on your feet to stay alive. The Great Circle spans the entire globe, from snake-filled jungle temples to scorpion-riddled desert tombs. Stunning open areas to explore freely, full of secrets for you to discover. And you'll get more than just the classic whip and revolver. Indy's journal and his camera will immerse you in the mystery, providing extra info on all of your finds so you can appreciate all of the little historical details he obsessed.
Of course.
And those details are your key to solving the ancient puzzles that hold the secrets you're after. But ancient secrets don't come easy. It's best to have an exit strategy. This is an incredible new way to experience Indiana Jones, and I can't wait for you to play it. Hold on to your hat.
Well, hopefully the character isn't overshadowed by another character and the story actually makes a lot of sense and isn't fucking underwhelming. That would suck. Great trailer, though.
Doesn't that look great? A world of mystery to explore. But you're probably wondering when the game comes out, right? Well,
December. Of course.
There you have it. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming out this December for Xbox Game Pass and PC. But there is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, do tell. Ah, okay.
The game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025. All right, before we wrap up O&L, we do have one final game announcement.
Please be something new.
Check this out.
Please be new. What is it?
This thing of ours.
Ah, finally. Something that's in-game. But is it worth it, though?
Treachery and deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life?
I have to know what this is.
To this family.
Please surprise me. Get me excited. What is this? Oh, shit. A new Mafia game. Wow. I still got to get the first game remade.
I'm Nick Baines, president of Hangar 13. What you just saw is the first early look at Mafia: The Old Country, a thrilling story set in 1900s Sicily during the origins of the Mafia. We're going back to the roots of what fans love about the Mafia franchise, crafting a deep, linear narrative with that classic mob movie feeling. Mafia's success is built on our players' passion for the franchise, and we're so proud to return to Mafia with The Old Country. We can't wait to show you all more. Thanks for watching.
That was bold. Great job. I'm stoked and curious.
That was a fun surprise, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a wrap on Opening Night Live from here in Cologne, Germany. And we hope to see you again this December, December 12th, when the Game Awards streams live everywhere for our 10th anniversary show. It is going to be a very special night as we give you a sense of where games are going in the next decade. We don't want to say much now, but trust me, it's going to be a very special show. All right. Well, thanks again to my co-host, Shocks. Didn't she do a great job?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It was really great to be here. I hope everyone had an amazing time. And can I say something in German too?
Let's do it.
Don't want to show you up.
Say we need a Code Veronica remake.
Ich hoffe, ihr habt eine super Zeit und viel Spaß auf der Gamescom.
Well done, German, as opposed to mine. I'm learning. All right. Thanks so much, Shocks. Thanks to everyone. Enjoy Gamescom. Have a great night.
Alrighty then. One hell of a presentation. Great job, Jeff and Jeff's friend. On to my final thoughts as usual. One hell of a show. I like some of the announcements that I saw, especially with Indiana Jones and Mafia. I would have liked to see more newer announcements. I thought I was going to see some announcements about products that were already released, such as Metal Gear Solid or something, because that would have been nice. But I do understand some of the stuff wants to be saved for another presentation. It would have been nice to see more of those, only because of the fact that I've seen so many advertisements for some of the games that we've already been presented before at the other Gamescom and stuff. But I see they want to keep people excited and notified before they're actually officially released. So, once more, some of this stuff that I haven't played yet, didn't pre-order, and won't play anytime soon, only because I'm gonna wait for a price drop, or because I'm skeptical, and I want to make sure that whatever it is that's available doesn't totally disappoint me. On a final note, I want to say that I think that this presentation, for what it was showing, has given me a lot to think about, because there's a lot of games on this list that I may not have that I will probably be interested to play. While on the other hand, I still want to wait for a while, at least especially for franchises that I haven't gotten into entirely, such as Diablo and Civilization and that kind of thing, because, you know, after a while, you have to think to yourself, are you going to actually be able to get through these without missing a lot of context, or, you know, do you have to skip ahead or whatever? I'm just thinking of some other stuff to add in here, because there's so much to go over that I don't want to waste too much time trying to think over. But anyway, that was fun to watch, and I anticipate the next one next year, and especially the upcoming Game Awards. I don't know who's going to win, but hopefully whoever I vote for manages to win. If not, then I guess that's how it is. But until that happens, if that ever happens, and when that happens, this was the Venturous Gamer, and I hope you've enjoyed your Venturous experience. All right, what an interesting presentation. Now it's time for the Game Awards.